posters all over campus, asking people who are interested in introspective conversation.
When I arrived in New Haven in 1995, when I was going to Yale for my graduate program, I felt kind of lost because I didn't know anybody there. So being a little bit anxious and nervous and excited, I thought what I'm going to do is I'll put posters all over New Haven and the Yale campus, asking people who are interested in conversation and food sharing to contact me. By the end of the day, I had 45 messages in my voicemail. So for the whole year, almost every other day, I invited one of these people to my studio. I didn't really think of it as an artwork because for me, it has to do with the tradition I came from. I came from a Chan or Zen Buddhist tradition. Art and life and art are similar, and that becomes quite a cliche. But for us, it's really the way we live our life. So when I cook a meal for someone, I try to put attention and aesthetic into it. I think the ritual for me is to be as genuine as I can. There is no sort of a physical ritual because I think that makes the other person feel like it's my territory. I don't want them to feel that. So the second stage of the dining project was that I was invited to do a solo project, a Lombard Freed project in 1998. The way we picked the diners were through lottery. So I'll pick the person and then call them up. One of the person who came to dine with me was Eugenie Tsai, who was the curator at Whitney Museum. So she came and I think she enjoyed the meal. So the third evolution of that project was a year later at the Whitney Museum. The importance of the installation in a museum is that people go in there and start questioning, is this art? Could this be art? And that's what I want people to do with my work, is to have a different challenge and idea and possibility of what art could be.
It was a way of feeling at home.
Yes.
The documentation of my work always has been an issue for me. At the Whitney Museum, I videotaped the process, having the camera at the level of the table. So you only see the bowls, the chopstick, the hand, the food going. The documentation, in a way, pollutes my work and my spirit. It's a very poor way of sharing with people what the actual thing is. So I'm still struggling with that. The architectural training of mine definitely comes in when I create these work. For me, they have to be tactilely and also visually pleasant. The platform is a very simple 12 by 12 square with 4 tatamis on top, so it has a beautiful aroma of the rice straw. Along the rim, there is a lot of black beans. It's a seed. It's a beginning of something, of a life, of a conversation, a relationship. I really could not imagine myself eating on an office table. The conversation would be so different. At Smart Museum, there are going to be 5 meals prepared. The first 2 meals will be before the show opens. But there's a chance you might be invited by putting your name in the process. I am going to come back toward the end of the show, and from the cumulative lottery cards for the past 3 months, we'll just pick 3 participants to come and dine with me, one at a time. Because of the self-selection, not everybody will go to a museum, not everybody will put their name in the lottery. I'm guaranteed to have a beautiful, beautiful evening with these strangers.